Okay, welcome to the fourth video clip in my series of living with the Mercedes-Benz 350 SL. Now, one of the fantastic things about this car is that it's very, very attractive to members of the opposite sex. So it's not something I would tell my wife, but since I've got this car, I can tell you that I've managed to hook up with an extremely attractive black girl, much younger than me, and very, very keen on driving around in the car with me. The only slight problem is that she's got a tendency, as you can see, to bite anyone else that tries to get in the car. But there we go, that's her only drawback. Other than that, she's great company, except when she comments on my driving ability. Now, talking about the car, one of the snags you might come across with this is, because these SLs aren't used every day or even every week, you can develop trouble with the battery. And I came to the car one day and found, just sit in the driver's seat, and found that I couldn't open the door with the key. Sit there. So I thought, well, bugger me, the battery's gone flat. And I opened the bonnet. Not a thing that I ever do, and I don't actually... I adopt the policy that I never open the bonnet on a car. If a car is using oil, then quite honestly, Mercedes want to make a better engine, and I'm not going to waste my time checking the oil level. So I leave the bonnet shut and just let the Mercedes garage fiddle around with opening it. There's nothing in here I want to know about. But interestingly, when the battery went flat, I thought, well, I will have a look. And I found this tiny little battery here under the bonnet, which is about big enough to power a torch. So how on earth that's meant to drive a car like this, I don't know. But it took me a while to figure out, but I did find that actually that front battery is the emergency one, just to get it started. And the real beefy battery is here in the boot, down there. And that is the one that has the real reserve of power. So if you ever have trouble with your Mercedes and you can't open the door with the central locking, use the key to open the door, get in, and the car will start on the battery in the front, and then it'll start charging the battery in the back. Now, whilst talking about the battery in the back, and all the gubbins and the pump for the roof and the doors is here on the floor in the boot of the Mercedes. Now, this is a real problem with the SL, a design fault, because if you come along to this little channel along the edge here, you'll see you get to this corner and there's a tiny hole, which is where all the rain drains off the roof and off the boot lid. And then, if you can see it in this picture, and it's very, very easy to get it blocked with leaves, especially if you don't use the car that often. The water runs along here and off the boot into there. You get it just one leaf and blocks it, and it starts to overflow, and the water overflows into the boot and can cause a hell of a lot of trouble with the electrics. So if you've got an SL, it is a design fault. I'm sorry to say that, because in every other respect it's a supercar. But be very careful that you check this the whole time, clean it out, or do what I do, which is, if you're not using it, get one of these huge car covers and put it over the whole thing to stop leaves and bits and pieces falling into the car. So my local Mercedes dealer, I have to say, were very good about sorting it out for me, very helpful and friendly, but you know, they did charge, because well, it's not their fault either. Okay, end of